Do you remember the traces you left behind today? The likes you pressed without thinking, the words you searched for, the algorithms shaping your taste through endless recommendations. Today, we leave behind more records than ever before. Perhaps those records are already the result of something designed for us. Hello. Journey to Insight. This is JTI Tales. We believe we are thinking for ourselves. What if, then, the language we use, the past we remember, even the emotions we feel, have already been designed by someone else? Could those thoughts still truly belong to us? George Orwell's 1984 begins with that very question. Orwell continued writing this novel until the final days of his life. Once, he believed in socialist ideals. After fighting in the Spanish Civil War, he witnessed how power could distort truth itself. He realized that something far more terrifying than bullets existed. The moment people begin to doubt truth on their own. Those who once stood on the same side became traitors overnight. Even facts that clearly existed vanished from the records. Orwell saw what happens when power begins to control memory, language, and thought itself. 1984 was born from that fear. In Oceania, people live in fear of an absolute authority known as Big Brother. Truth itself is controlled. Records are rewritten. The past no longer belongs to the people. One day, Winston Smith comes across a photograph the party tried to erase. The men in the picture had been labeled traitors. Yet the image captured a moment when they had been completely loyal to the party. Winston trembles as he holds it in his hands. At the Ministry of Truth, his job is to rewrite history. Facts that no longer match the party's narrative simply disappear. People who once existed become people who never existed at all. Today, Winston discovers something impossible to ignore. To preserve its own logic, the party creates traitors without any actual betrayal ever taking place. At last, he begins to doubt the absolute dogma: the party is never wrong. He throws the photograph into the incinerator. Yet the memory that it once existed becomes a new spark inside him. After that day, the man who once served Big Brother faithfully begins to dream of resistance. He believes he has found an ally in O'Brien, a fellow thought criminal. And through his secret love with Julia, who lives in her own way, even under control, he tries to create a private world. The old bookstore owner who offered them a place to meet was part of the party's trap. Even while holding Julia's hand, while trusting O'Brien, Winston can never escape one fear: the feeling that someone is always watching. In the novel, the telescreen is unavoidable. It fills the streets, their homes, even the places they sleep. It broadcasts the party's slogans, watching people 24 hours a day. It listens to breathing. It records movement. Even the smallest flicker of rebellion crossing someone's face can be detected. The telescreen is not simply a machine. It is a prison that cannot be escaped. And slowly, the awareness of being watched begins to change people. They become conscious of how they appear. They begin to measure what they say and adjust themselves naturally. Choices they believe are their own may have been shaped long before they made them. In 1984, people fear a big brother they may never even see. Yet they still live inside the boundaries he created. Eventually, the surveillance becomes a voice inside them. Even in moments when no one is watching, they begin to doubt themselves. They hide even their private thoughts. The true control in 1984 does not come from being watched. It comes from learning to silence yourself. And that control reaches even into language. The party reduces language. As language becomes simpler, thought becomes simpler too. A thought that cannot be expressed eventually disappears. And today, we can still see traces of this in the words we use. Short reactions replace deeper expression. The more people grow used to quick, powerful phrases, the less they pause to think deeply. They become faster at judging, but weaker at questioning. In time, they stop asking why something feels wrong at all. This is newspeak. What makes the world of 1984 terrifying is that it does not stop at silencing people. It destroys the very place where thought begins. The party says, war is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Completely contradictory ideas. Yet people are trained to believe both at once. This is doublethink. And the more a lie is repeated, the harder it becomes to remember what truth once was. That is why Winston finally breaks. The party does not merely control his actions. It forces him to doubt the truth he believed in, and even the self he tried to protect. At last, Winston collapses under torture. Do it to Julia, not me. Love disappears instantly before fear. By forcing Winston to betray the person he loved most, the party destroys his final belief. Now, Winston no longer resists. Sitting alone in a cafe, wiping stains from a dirty cup, he begins to cry. But those tears are not sorrow. They are the signal of complete surrender. Winston looks up at the telescreen. Now, he belongs entirely to the party. He is no longer afraid. Because a world where you no longer need to think for yourself may become the most comfortable prison of all. The man who once suffered through doubt disappears. only the man who obeys with certainty remains. He loved Big Brother. The novel's final sentence is not a record of victory. It is one of the most devastating records of defeat ever written, a reminder of how completely a human being can collapse before power. Can your thoughts remain truly yours until the very end? Today, what stands beside us as our own telescreen? Unlike Winston's world, our telescreens are not forced upon us. They are comforting. The screens we spend hours staring at. Feeds that continue showing us the same kinds of stories. Algorithms that endlessly study our preferences. Social media connects people. Sometimes, it also creates deeper isolation. The danger is not simply control. It is the illusion that the world shown to us is the whole world itself. Winston's telescreen took freedom away by force. Ours gradually narrows the range of thought from within freedom itself. The real question is this: who is deciding what we continue to see? That is why, sometimes, we must stop before unfamiliar ideas. We must pause before thoughts that do not agree with our own. Because discomfort may be proof that thought is still alive. To prove that our tastes are not something completed, but something still changing. Perhaps that is the first step toward stepping outside the frame designed for us. In 1984, the party erases the past by rewriting records. But we can still leave behind thoughts in our own words. Instead of only pressing like on someone else's opinion, we can write our own sentences and leave behind our own questions. Those small records you leave behind today may become the proof that you still remain yourself inside this vast oceania designed by algorithms. People often call George Orwell a prophet of the 20th century. Not because he predicted the future perfectly, but because he saw, more clearly than most, what happens when memory, language, and thought themselves begin to be designed. Big Brother fears one thing most: that you continue thinking for yourself. So, who is your big brother? Perhaps the small traces you leave behind may still become the path back to yourself. This was 1984. Leaving your thoughts in the comments, along with a like and subscription, is one of the strongest ways to support this channel and its independent voice. Thank you.